A History of Southern Missouri and Northern Arkansas by William Monks, published in 1907. Reminiscences, Part 2, Number 51. God forbid that we ever have any more civil war. War is the enemy of good society, degrades the morals of the people, causes rapine and murder, destroys thousands of lives, brings misery and trouble upon the whole people, creates a government debt that our children will not see paid, makes friends enemies. God forbid that any more sectional strife ever may grow up among the people. May there be no north, south, no east, no west, but let it be a government of the whole people, for the people, and by the people. May the time speedily come when the civilized nations of the earth will know war no more. When the civilized nations meet in an international congress, pass an international law that all differences between nations shall be settled by arbitration. May this nation in truth and in deed become a Christian nation, and every man speak the truth to his neighbor and adopt the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I take pleasure in giving the names of some of the loyal men who resided in Howell County in 1861, at the commencement of the Civil War, who stood for the Union in the dark hour when patriotism and loyalty to country were tested. John McDaniel Sr., John McDaniel Jr., Jonathan Youngblood, George Youngblood, David Nicholas, Thomas Wallace, Martin Keel, Thomas Nicholas, Newton Bond, William Hardcastle, Cyrus Newberry, William Newberry, David Henson, John Black Sr., Daniel Black, Peter Lymans, John Lamons, Solomon Lamons, Thomas Lamons, Thomas Briscoe, Morton Langston, Stephen Woodward, Seth P. Woodward, Dr. D. D. Emmons, Alfred Mustian, W. D. Mustian, John Mustian, Wesley Cordell, Hugh Cordell, William Maroney, Henry Maroney, Collins Coffey, John Coffey, William Coffey, John Chapin, Silas Chapin, Benjamin Alsop, Andrew Smith, Andrew V. Tabor, Josiah Carrico, Josephus Carrico, John Dent, Esau Fox, Thomas O. Brown, Jacob Schaffler, Thomas Rice Sr., Thomas Rice Jr., John W. Rice, Nathaniel Briggs, Captain Lyle, Rhodes, Jesse Hunt, Joseph Spears, James West, Jesse West, Dent West, Thomas Kelly. I will give the names of a few of the men of Douglas County who remained loyal to their country in 1861. Joseph Wheat, John Wheat, Irvin King, John Coates, Locke Alsop, William Alsop, Thomas Alsop, Jack Alsop, Shelt Alsop, Aaron Collins, William Collins, Tootie Collins, Doc Huffman, Jeriah Huffman, Madison Huffman, William Huffman. I will give the names of a few of the men who resided in Ozark County at the commencement of the war, who remained loyal to their country in the dark days when it tried men's souls to be loyal. James Kellett Sr., Marion Kellett, Washington Hawkins, Jesse James, William James, Brown, R. Gilliland, Nace Turley, Washington Webster, Dick Webster, Mackajar Foster, Jacob Foster, Henry Saunders, Stephen Saunders, Allen Saunders, Alexander Huffman, James Hall, Bennett James. I would love to have space to tell of the patriotism, heroism, and devotion to their country, besides their good citizenship, of the men of Howell, Douglas, and Ozark counties, but suffice it to say that there never was the same number of men at any time who made more sacrifices for the preservation of their country than did these men in its darkest hour. These patriots are growing old, and will soon be gone, and their lips closed in death, and there will not be one left to tell of their sacrifices and the services they rendered to their country in its extreme need. History only will tell of the hardships, privations, and service that they rendered to the government. Will there be no history left to tell of the heroism and devotion to their country in its darkest hour? The answer will come from 10,000 tongues that their history shall be written and go down to our children's children, that they may learn of the heroism, privation, and sacrifice that was made by those brave men and women, that their country might live and not a star be dropped from its banner. While history is being written and monuments being erected to the Confederate soldiers for heroism, shall we be so ungrateful to the loyal men and women after they are dead and gone, and not tell the rising generation of the heroism and sacrifices they have made, that their country might live? The answer will come from every loyal heart, no, 1,000 times no. It shall be written and perpetuated for generations not yet born.